Hi everyone, I hope you guys are doing great today. I'm going to be front loading with astrology. I'm going to timestamp below. As I always recommend, you guys should always watch your rising sign, moon sign, and Venus. So if you watch for your other signs, just be sure to check the timestamp below because I'm going to be timestamping for the three different sections of these readings. The astrology, which is going to be the same front load for all the signs. Then I'm going to do a career spread and then relationship spread for each of the signs, okay? So I'm doing it this way, guys, because honestly, in my opinion, there is so much going on the first week of April. And actually, there's just so much stuff going on now. We all know about that. And I don't want to be, and it's no fear mongering here, nothing like that. I just want to talk about the energy that's going to be happening and keeping it real, given the current state of affairs. Let's talk about how things are going to be rolling out for most of us. So we have a lot of stuff going on, particularly in the 3rd, 4th, and 7th that I think very worth mentioning, which is why I wanted to do a little bit of a different segment. So so this is going to be general messages for April 1st through the 7th, but this is very specific astrology that I'm going to be starting with, okay? So on April 3rd, we have Venus entering Gemini. So Venus is in Gemini from April 3rd to August 7th, 2020. It's kind of a pretty long transit here. So in Gemini, we want to do a little bit of everything. Curiosity motivates us on a romantic and social level. Variety and the desire to mentally sort of like flutter around is the attitude right now. We're feeling very sociable, communicative, very interested in things, different things. We can be very animated and fun, but we may also be keeping our distance, yes, on an emotional and a physical level, right, as we have to do right now. But this is not going to be a very short transit, guys. This is going to be going on for a bit. So attractions may begin now with words, as we tend to bond more readily on a mental level, right, with Venus and Gemini. The shadow side of Gemini is fickleness. So that's just like a little heads up, because this is about a desire for some superficial fun. So if you feel like a little fickle at this point, just understand that it is the energy right now. And then also on April 3rd, we have Mercury and Neptune conjunct in Pisces. So here, hidden information is going to be coming to light, realizations that you're not as clear about the future and moving forward as you were. You know, this could be very confusing. There could be confusion here having to do with some sort of emotional interactions or experiences. A lot of us are going to be having some pretty profound spiritual insights, artistic inspiration, right? A lot of us, especially if you're used to going out of the house all the time to go to work and to do different things, and you have this other kind of time where your job doesn't allow you to work from home. You may be in the space of having this extra time where artistic inspiration is going to be hitting you. It's just a lot of realizations regarding romance are all just more likely in the days around this transit. So this can also manifest, though, guys, as allowing yourself to get lost in some kind of communication via the internet, through writing, talking on the phone. Because remember, Mercury rules the communication on the internet. Uranus rules technology, but Mercury rules the actual like exchange that we have, like via social media. So like talking on the phone, maybe doing some writing, but you could also feel pulled back to the past in a way that incites self-doubt, which is a very interesting part of this energy together. Because remember, Mercury also rules the past, and then we have Neptune, which is all about lack of clarity, looking through reality through a dirty mirror. So it could be, if for those of you who are doing some reflection maybe on the past, it could be this lack of clarity from the past. It could be having this new sort of feeling of, or resurfacing of some sort of self-doubt. And this can manifest, though, as both a challenge and a blessing at the same time, right? Everything that I'm saying, because you can feel more creative, more communicative, but at the same time, you can be pulling back by something in your memory. So, very interesting energy in that way, guys. This is why I wanted to front load and sort of, give this out to the collective and then see where these planets fall in your chart. Then going forward to April 4th, we have Venus in Gemini trining Saturn in Aquarius. So this is a great energy to communicate with someone or about something in a different way. So this time could be great since it does a link to money, right? Love, because that's Venus. Venus is love, money, and it's also self-esteem with very positive long-term outcomes or gains. That's where Saturn comes in, right? So this positive circumstance or idea can be solidified or locked in thanks to another transit happening on the 4th, which is Jupiter and Pluto conjunct in Capricorn. So this, guys, represents maximum manifestation. It really does. A lot of karmic energy going on here. Karmic luck and expansion that will create and lay the groundwork for a transformation that's both benefic and long lasting because Saturn is in there. So remember, even when something feels restrictive or like you have that metaphorical harness on you, once you get through it, once you get through any of that Saturn energy, that's where the long lasting gifts are, right? So now that's really great. The flip side could manifest though as a criticism or restriction regarding a situation that creates a feeling of frustration. So many of us will be feeling a major wake-up call in this energy, plus what will feel like the spontaneous burning off of big karma. So very cool energy. It's a mixed bag, but ultimately the outcome is really good. And then if that's not enough, I mean, honestly, April 4th is a big day because there's good energy and then there's like a little bit of crazy energy. So it's a big day. Because then also on the 4th, we have Jupiter conjunct Pluto. All right, guys, we got to talk about this for a minute. This is a longer term aspect. It's going to be happening a few times this year. There's this increased need for shared interests with others, as well as for kind of like more adventurous undertaking. Right? And it's us really striving for a greater personal significance than where we're at right now. Benefits can come through those in authority, from government, any sort of governmental body. Definitely a time of personal growth and expansion. This can be an ambitious time when a desire for success is super, super strong. So the ability to sway or persuade is really, really enhanced right now. So again, it does also depend on where these fall in your chart. But one of the most positive uses of this transit is this drive to better ourselves. So we might solve a problem that's been in existence for some time or capitalize on some resources that were previously hidden that we're just finding out about. Social and material goals may come into strong focus right now. Really, reforming something about your life is just a great way of saying it. Now, our faith may be reborn or developed strongly right now. We might decide to invest our time and energy and possibly money into some sort of ambitious new project. We should definitely take advantage of this increased drive that this transit brings, but you want to avoid the tendency towards self-righteousness, towards exaggeration and obsession. So the thing is here, and this is really important, if you act in any sort of like extreme righteous way or ruthless way or obsessive way, you're likely to manifest negative energy to act against you. So that could include trouble from any sort of superior, government authority, even the law. But if you act morally and ethically, you're going to grow spiritually and materially. Absolutely. Because this transit generally favors big business, the law, grants, taxes, education. A lot of us get that kick up to July 15th here in the States for our taxes, so that's good. Education, any sort of commerce, really good. Increased influence, faith, insight are all very likely now. Now, I do want to say, as an aside, right, my own little opinion here, this Jupiter and Pluto conjunction should be somewhat distinct from the ones that we've had previously in previous eras, because Saturn is in the mix, as well as being in Saturn's own sign of Capricorn. So it should really be more understood as a Jupiter-Saturn-Pluto conjunction, and they're going to all be fairly in pretty close proximity throughout 2020. And the last time Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto were in this close in tropical Capricorn was in 1894, guys, like honestly. And the next time is going to be in 2755. So it's a pretty rare event. This is not something that rolls around, once a year or a couple of times a year. So here, if Jupiter-Pluto conjunctions typically expand discovery and situations and realizations, then the presence of Saturn in there is going to suggest that there's going to be some element of of contraction or limit or boundaries imposed. So it could certainly feel like a bit of a bummer in some way to some of us, depending on how we look at it, because many of us are going to be feeling like we're involved in something that has reached its cosmic expiration date. So it could be a relationship situation, a career. It's going to be different for all of us, but it's going to feel like a maximum resolution with maximum magnification is allowing us to recognize something for what it really is. So, you know, really, like, is it time to end that relationship once and for all? Or is it time to fix that relationship once and for all? Is it time to solidify that career change once and for all? Is it time to mend that family situation once and for all? It really is something being pushed towards its expiration that nobody's really talking about, but I mean, I'm seeing it very clearly in these placements. And then on the 7th also, we have Mars in Aquarius square Uranus and Taurus. So it's going to be a strong desire to move forward in a new, fresh, and exciting way, right? This strong desire, right? But it's going to be squaring with your ability to push it forward in the 3D. So you may feel that your desire to move forward in a way might be at odds with some changes that are being made in your practical everyday. And I think that's going on right now for pretty much all of us, really, right? That's sort of like a general collective message where we're all feeling like we want to push forward and do something in a certain way, but the reality of our 3D, of that earthy Taurus everyday to day energy is being reconstructed for us right now, at least temporarily. So you can have this, you know, desires and reality can be fighting with each other. So you just want to be careful, because the egos are more likely to flare with the negative outcomes in this energy. And it could be just because everybody's getting so frustrated because of the situations that are going on. And then the last big thing we do need to talk about, which I think is really amazing, is the full moon in Libra. And, you know, Libra's ruled by Venus. Libra is the 7th house, which is relationships, right? So, and remember, a full moon occurs when the sun here, the sun in Aries, is going to be forming an opposition to the moon in Libra here, okay? So the full moon is a time of culmination and promise of fulfillment that we always talk about, of that which started at the new moon, right? So it's an emotional time of romance, definitely fertilization or relationships. So the new moon was all about you, and now it's time to strike a balance between your needs with the needs of another. Because Libra, again, rules that 7th house of important one-to-one relationships. So it could be a marriage partner, it could be any sort of significant other, business partner, even an adversary, guys, right? Any sort of important relationship. So this energy should be used to compromise and negotiate. Partnership tests are possible now, but so is the chance to truly, truly connect in a much deeper and more profound way. So really good stuff, guys. There's a lot going on just in this first week of April. So I hope this was helpful. I'm actually going to, I think, link this stuff in these dates with the descriptions in the description box below. But now let's go pull cards for each of your signs. Hey Cancer, thank you so much for joining me for your general messages. Those of you who are going to be checking your rising sun, moon sign, and Venus, hopefully you do. Remember that the astrology is front loaded on all the videos, so just fast forward, okay, if you're doing that. So I'm going to start off by doing a Celtic cross spread for career only, sweep that, and then do relationship read, okay? I'm going to start by getting a crowning energy from the Black Moon Tarot. Guys, remember, take what resonates, throw out the rest, and the energies can always be vice versa. Can always be flip-flopped. Do hope you guys are hanging in there. Everybody's staying home. But hey, you guys rule home, right? You guys are the 4th house. You guys are all about home. So you guys might be pretty okay doing the hunker down thing, right? And home. Part of fortune increase. Yes, Cancer. This is a very benefic energy. I like it. Part of fortune. This is really beautiful. So the part of fortunes kind of break out the different areas of our life and where we experience, you know, great increase, right? So our part of fortune here, this is really great to get for your career read, because this indicates that there's going to be some sort of very positive energy coming in for your job right now. So that's really good. This is where like recognition can come in, some sort of, you know, people just paying attention to you in a different way, very much reaching out helping people. I get a lot of you guys are going to be very much be helping people. Those of you who are healers or light workers, great energy with this part of fortune increase. Crown for the career, really great. Body workers, though I don't really know, body workers aren't really probably able to eat, probably are not, can't even speak, not able to work really right now. Well, obviously it depends on what area it is that you're doing. But getting your name out there somehow. Three of Wands, King of Swords, Six of Cups, 10 of Coins, the World, you come, Six of Coins, Ace of Cups, Page of Coins, Queen of Wands, the only negative energy in the whole stinking spread. And it's not even that negative. Whatever. None of them are negative. It's just a matter of perspective. But anyway, I mean, okay, the World energy, Cancer, first of all. Working hard, working hard, working hard. You've been working hard. That's because the World energy is Saturn. This is Saturn energy, is the great taskmaster. It's slow, it's deliberate, it's karma working itself out. What's beautiful though is the gift of this hard work is it's decades and decades and decades long of blessings. That, to me, that's why I love Saturn, and that's why people tell me I'm a weirdo because I like Saturn, but I just do because, yeah, all right, so we put in the hard work. But I'd rather put in the hard work and have blessings for decades and decades long than like a quick benefic, even though it's a beautiful benefic like Jupiter. Jupiter comes in quick, luck and expansion, but it doesn't last as long. Saturn lasts. It's uncomfortable. There's restriction. It's hard work. But this is where I'm getting you guys coming from. But that you are putting work into something that's really meant to be on your path. So for some of you, this could have been really knee deep in the planning of something, in the research of something, really giving it your all. I get this is resonating with you. Now, the situation right now for your career is we have the Three of Wands with the King of Swords crossing. Okay, so the Three of Wands is the Sun in Aries energy, guys. I mean, this is really good. This is forward movement, passion, motivation, fresh perspective. Moving. This is like new chapter. Let's go. And this is not even brand new though, right? This is not a Two of Wands. This is a Three of Wands. This is like, all right, you're on this path. You're going in this direction, right? You've been planning it or working towards it, depending on which stage of life you're at. And now you're like, okay, I'm going to do this. And we have the King of Swords crossing, which is a Capricorn and Aquarius energy. And I love this. Capricorn rules, Saturn rules Capricorn. So this is about really putting in that hard work. And Aquarius is about shaking things up and doing things differently because it's ruled by Uranus, right? So this is really great. There's going to be hard work doing something very different. So Cancer, I'm getting that some of you may have been thinking really hard very much in like the planning stages of figuring out where it is that you want to go, redirecting this path, starting on that path. And this is like, and with the King of Swords, is that hard work that you're putting in this different direction is absolutely going to pay off. Now, crowning the reading is the Six of Cups energy, which is the Sun in Scorpio. Great. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, which is all about transformation. The Sun is such a beautiful luminary. It's such a benefic luminary because this is where we have all of these epiphanies and these ideas and this motivation to do things differently. Really beautiful energy. Now, there is some sort of connection to your past with this as well. So for some of you, it could have to do with a job that you did once upon a time, or you meet somebody that you used to know or was in your life at one time and they offer you a job or give you some sort of idea. This could be, and if it has nothing to do with anybody, this could be you tapping into something that you really wanted to do once upon a time, but you never really maybe exercised it because you were afraid, or you didn't feel like, you would be good at it, or it wouldn't bring you enough money. Whatever the case was, it was something that you really wanted to do once upon a time. Really, really positive energy. And look what the foundation is. I mean, are you kidding me? Are you kidding? 10 of coins. This is really beautiful with the part of fortune as the crowning energy here. Oh yeah, money. Very literally, it's Mercury and Virgo. Virgo is an earth energy. It's money. It's forward movement into a financially abundant space, where there's also emotional, mental, and physical connection, right, with your work situation. So this is like feeling in the pocket, like you're doing something like, yeah, this is the right thing for me. This feels good. This kind of thing. Representing you right now is the Ace of Cups. This is you. Brand new cycle in your life where you are doing something that really speaks to your heart space. And how wonderful is that? Very much. Or if you're not there yet, you're at least in that mindset of getting that going, getting that going. Because a lot of us are not able to actually do full execution of pretty much like anything, even getting like paper towels, right? Just because of the COVID and everything. But you're very much in this energy, which I love. Now, external to you is a Page of Coins, which indicates a new path, a new job, a new offer. I mean, the synchronicity here. This is an easy read for me, my friends. Easy read. Cancer. So then we have Queen of Wands as your fear, which, I mean, I don't know. I think it's a little funny. Pisces and Aries, you're afraid of moving forward to kind of chase your dream. Almost like, is this too good to be true kind of thing. And then we have the Three of Swords. So this is what I was saying about the only maybe semi-challenging one. But you know what? Thinking about it, the Three of Swords in reverse is so much more positive than in the upright, because this is about recognition that something happened in your career, in your workspace, having to do with your career that was painful for you at one time. And this is you being really honest about it. And things just like lightening up. Things not being so hard, because this is a Saturn and Libra energy. So, and in the reverse, where Saturn is like in the upright, it's like great taskmaster, it's really hard, it's very challenging. And in the reverse, it's like it's not as challenging, and there's going to be communication that you're going to end up feeling better about yourself. And because remember, Libra is ruled by Venus, and Venus is where our self-esteem hangs out, it's where our money hangs out, it's where all of that. And when this card is upright, having to do with career, you're having a really hard time making the money. You have a really hard time feeling good about yourself. You're having a really hard time feeling happy in that heart space. So I stand corrected. I saw the Three of Swords right away, and I was like, oh, challenge, But I remember now in reverse, way more positive. And whenever we have the swords reverse, it's like truth the truth coming out. Well, with the three anyway, it's the truth coming out. There's honesty coming out, like the Three of Swords, the Six of Swords. That always means the truth coming out. And then in the near future, we have the Six of Coins. Woohoo! Oh, really nice energy. Very nice. I mean, the Moon in Taurus. You're feeling abundant, my friend. You're feeling abundant because the Moon is I feel. Taurus is I have. So you are going to feel like you have, Cancer. Taurus is an earth energy, a pentacle energy ruled by Venus. Again, you're going to feel good about what you're doing. You're going to be getting what you need. This is really nice. I mean, I love this career read. I hope this resonates with every single person watching this. I'm so sorry if it doesn't, but beautiful read nonetheless. Okay, my friends, so let's go on to our friends who are in relationships. Okay. It's going to pull a Black Moon Tarot for that. Let's see. Relationships. 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 11th house, friends. Oh, that's so nice. Friends. I'm getting this, kind of getting this a lot, What other ones did I get? I didn't get this with anybody yet, but the idea of friendship is really a very strong focus for a lot of the signs right now in relationships. And I'm wondering, it's because, well, first of all, you have to tap into the friendship part if you're with your partner 24/7 all of a sudden, right? For those in quarantine and lockdown, whatever the heck you want to call this thing that we're all in. A lot of us can't see partners face to face right now. So there's a lot of reliance on that foundation of the friendship there, right? Be resonating with that. Okay, one more. This deck is so big, I have to do it a little differently. Hope you guys are holding up. I'm actually quite busy because university's closed. They have us working remotely now as far as my teaching, and obviously YouTube and my personal readings I do from home anyway, so I've been busy, but the rest of my family hasn't been, so it's a little crazy. Okay, it's all good though. It's all gonna work out. Okay, relationship. 9 of Cups, very nice. 3 of Coins, lovely. Judgment, Ace of Wands. The Emperor reverse in the past, moving away. Okay, so we have in the past, we have the Emperor reverse. This is typically the card of the narcissist, somebody who doesn't have to be narcissistic personality disorder, but it can be somebody who's very self-absorbed, self-involved, somebody who, deflects, blames you for everything, never takes responsibility, right? It's never 100% anybody one fault, right? But this person never really taking that responsibility, that kind of energy. That's in the past. Situation right now of the relationship. 9 of Cups is the card of wish fulfillment, but we have this card of wish fulfillment crossed by the 3 of Pentacles, which is, I call it the architect card, Mars and Capricorn. It's the ability to put in the hard work that's necessary to initiate new movement forward. It's kind of like a new cycle, right? With the 3 of Coins. Think about it as like if you were to build a house, it's the step in the process where you're actually creating the blueprint. So it's at this early stage of working towards this wish fulfillment. But in the past, we have this Emperor reverse energy. So this could be somebody from your deep past who is still affecting your energy field, or this could be this person. It's going to be different for all of you because this is a general reading. But we have crowning is the judgment energy. So judgment is about forgiveness, and the other side of the forgiveness is transformation, because this is a Pluto energy. Pluto is all about transformation. Okay? So crowning is change. Crowning is transformation, okay? So maybe your partner or you, somebody in the past was this challenging personality. Let's just say that, because it really is. The Emperor reverse is this energy where there is a lack of ownership. Because if you think about the Emperor upright is about taking ownership and initiative and being in charge. Right? And in the reverse, it's that wasn't my fault. That's you. I'm not doing that. Nope. What are you talking about? You're crazy. Blah, blah, blah. That kind of thing. No, it wasn't me. It was you. Blah, blah, blah. That kind of stuff was in the past. But then we have this idea of building towards wish fulfillment, and there being some sort of forgiveness towards this. If you want it, if you don't want it, then you don't give it. You know what I mean? The energy could be available. You don't have to join in. You could sit it out, I would say. The foundation here is the Ace of Wands, which is a brand new beginning, fire in your belly, very passionate, very passionate. passionate new beginning. So this is here. This is what's available here. You right now, you're like, I don't know what I want. I don't think that there is an ability in me to actually get on this path with this person in a way where I feel good moving forward, right? Because this is a Mars and Aries energy, feeling the strong initiative to push something forward. The Two of Wands, I get that you are hesitating. You're not, I don't know if you're not drinking the Kool-Aid of this person, if somebody has come back, whatever it is, but you are just like, not feeling it right away. And then we have, because this external energy to you, we have the Two of Coins energy. This is a Jupiter and Capricorn. This is somebody coming back and saying, Capricorn is Saturn, right? Willing to put in that hard work. Jupiter is all about luck and expansion and moving forward with integrity because it rules Sagittarius. So like, I'm ready to move forward, do things differently, put in the hard work. You know, I'm so sorry for everything that I did and all this stuff. This is external. And you're just like in this Two of Wands energy saying, I don't know. I'm like, and you're delaying, because whenever we have wands in reverse, there's delay. I don't see that you're saying no. I just see that you're not fully committing to something right now. Your fear is that there's just not going to be a really beautiful brand new beginning, because the Ace is brand new, right? You don't want a new cycle. You want brand new. You don't want any of the nonsense that you had before. You want brand new, and you're afraid that it's not going to be any different this time with the Ace of Swords in your fear position. But we do have the King of Wands, which is a Cancer and Leo energy, as the final outcome. You know, Cancer is that metaphorical home space. Leo being ruled by the sun it's all about, you know, these epiphanies and these truths coming forth. I feel like this person is really trying to open up to you, or maybe you're trying to open up to them and explain to them how it is that you feel. You know, but Cancer is all about that metaphorical home space. It's that fourth house. It's safety, right? And it's really getting in touch with the truth of what you need to feel safe in this connection. Very important. And I do get that somebody wants to give this to you, but in the near future, we have the Six of Swords energy. And the Six of Swords is a Mercury in Aquarius. So what this tells me is, because Mercury is about going from here to there, right? Mercury is about forward movement. It's about, it's not only about communication. Yes, it's communication. That's the obvious. It's the sword energy. So the conversation's going to be happening. Swords are truth, right? The truth about something, right? You're going to be making this decision, though, to move away from something toxic towards something more positive, okay? Because Aquarius is about, you know, because you're ruled by Uranus, it's about doing something differently. So it's about shaking things up to move away from the toxicity and towards something that's much healthier and much more positive. Now, you could be moving away from the past with this person in order to have a new start. So why don't we pull some oracles and see what's going on with that, okay? But you're definitely like, oh, I don't know. I don't get that you don't have feelings for this person. You have feelings for them for sure, but you're just afraid that it's going to be same song, different tune kind of thing, you know, is what I'm feeling here. My beloved, sexual union. Wait. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, we all are, right? Spiritually, we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. Oh, it's beautiful. Sexual union, honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. And then it says, wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. So I feel like there's some sort of like, what do I want to say? Like course correction going on here. Let's see what these say. You know what I mean? Somebody wants forgiveness here. That's what I know. From you. From you. We have girl talk, time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, having fun. Remember, all of these don't have to apply to every situation. So whatever it would be for you, it's going to be different for all of you. Soulmates, soul connection, soul contract. Ascending, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase. New phase. Yeah. So yeah, guys, definitely some sort of healing, reconnecting, healing going on here. Reconnection and healing. Yeah, that is what I have for you, my friends. I mean, it looks really quite beautiful. And I feel like this idea of friendship is going to play a huge role. Well, you're really going to be tapping into the friendship that you guys have more than anything, which is really nice. Really nice. Okay, that is what I have for now. Thank you so much for joining me. Guys, stay safe, stay healthy. Try not to go too bananas with all this stuff. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.